Hello and welcome to Xinhua Live. A mega project is now underway here in Pearl River Delta, a major waterway in South China. It is called Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link, stretching 24 kilometers from the city of Shenzhen to Zhongshan, two major mega cities in the Greater Bay Area. And this project incorporates the latest technology in engineering and design. And our guest today is Dr. Liu. He has been working on this project for more than 10 years. Dr. Liu, hi.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Shenzhen Link. This is one of the most greatest infrastructure in the world. Now take a look at this tower. This bridge is called Zhongshan Bridge. A cable-stayed bridge with a main span of 508 meters.
So, Dr. Liu, so we are now passing underneath this bridge. It's called Zhongshan Bridge, right?
Yes.
I've heard the Shenzhen Link contains like two massive bridges.
Yes.
This is one of them.
Yeah, this is called Zhongshan Bridge. This May we will finish all the installation.
So how tall is this one?
Over 200 meters.
Okay. I read some information and details about this bridge. What exactly is this one called? It's not like the suspension bridge?
This is called cable-stayed bridge.
Cable-stayed bridge.
Yes.
Okay. How long is this bridge?
The total length for this link is 24 kilometers. And the bridge has a length of 17 kilometers.
Wow.
Yes.
So many people may be wondering, since we are in this Pearl River Delta, and we already have the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge,
Yes.
I think in the south.
Yes.
And so why do we come this idea to building up this kind of a project, another mega project?
I think this project more important for several cities. This link will connect Shenzhen, Dongguan, Huizhou, and Zhongshan, Zhuhai, and Jiangmen connect directly.
Okay. So if you look at the map, and this link, the Shenzhen Link, will connect the west side and the east side of the Pearl River Delta.
Yeah.
So since you have been working on this project for 10 years, it must be very many challenges and difficulties like preparing and during the construction process. Could you say more about that?
Yes, this project is very challenging. We began to work preliminary work in 2010. After 5 years, the government approved this project. And then we used about 2 years to finish the design. In 2018, we began to the formal construction. After about 4 years, we have almost finished 15% construction work.
Okay. So I think why is this one, usually we call a big project like the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. It's a bridge, although it contains some 3 major bridges and some artificial islands and the tunnels. So why this project is called Shenzhen Link?
Because we think this project include a bridge, tunnel, artificial island. So we think it should be called link.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not only bridges but also other things.
Yes, two artificial islands.
So right now we are heading to where?
To Linden Bridge. This is the longest suspension bridge in the sea because I think it's very difficult for our designer and construction engineers because this bridge is the tower is very tall. It's about 270 meters. Especially, we have two big anchorages, offshore anchorages in the deeper sea.
Is that one?
Yes.
So if our camera can pick it up, it's like from the some kilometers, some far away from here.
Yeah.
But to the weather, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than yesterday. It's raining all the day.
This is approach space with 110 meter span steel girders, or this is 6 meter span reinforced concrete box.
Wow. So
At the end of this year, we all finish good erections.
So what's the lifespan of these bridges design?
100 years. 100 years. 100 years.
Wow. We can see some seagulls here.
Yeah, look at this. This is a erection ship. Now our engineers are installing that 6 meter long reinforced concrete girder.
Wow, it's like a building blocks, and you have like every components or every parts, and after making back in the factory, and the big ship just carrying them here and to install them here, right?
Yeah, yes, very quickly, just about several hours, we can install one girder.
And I've heard like actually the Pearl River Delta and the sea is also you can see some like Chinese white dolphin here.
Yeah, yes.
So I think ecological protection is also very important during construction, right?
Yeah, yes. Sometimes if you are lucky enough, you can see them in the sea.
Wow.
Yes.
And we must take very carefully and be patient about when seeing them and to avoid to try to disturbing them.
Yes, we have some rules. If we see them, we must stop construction immediately.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, if you let's say if you are a driver, you drive a car from Zhongshan to Shenzhen.
Yes.
So how long?
For example, Zhongshan International Airport.
So how long it takes?
It at least 1.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
So once this project completed, how long it will take?
I guess it's just 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yes.
From like almost 2 hours to 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So now we are arriving at the Lingdingyang Bridge. So Dr. Liu, so this is one of the Lingdingyang Bridge, right?
Yeah, bridge tower. Bridge is over 270 meters.
Wow. I heard there's like 2 towers here.
Yes.
This is
This is the west tower. Another is east tower.
Wow, that one.
Is the east tower. This tower near the Shenzhen coastline.
So our side is pretty close to Zhongshan,
Yes.
and the other side is Shenzhen. So we are now actually at the construction site, and it actually is in the sea, right?
Yeah, in the sea. This it's about 5 meters depth. The water.
Wow.
The water depth.
So
Yeah.
let's get to the tower.
Yeah. Let's go.
So we need to take an elevator to the top of it.
It's about 5 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, I heard the Lingdingyang Bridge is the like the longest suspension bridge in the sea, right?
Yeah, in the sea. Yeah.
So what's the difficulty, what's the challenges are you facing during the construction here?
I think there are two challenges actually. First, because this bridge is in the sea, so especially in the Pearl River Sea. Every year there is several strong typhoons. This is very challenging for our structure and for our construction. Another challenge is the how to build the anchorage, because we don't have much experience to build that kind of structure in the sea. So our engineers come up with several schemes. Finally, we find most I think a safety method to build this kind of anchorage.
Yeah.
Now we successfully completed 2 anchorage.
Wow. As you mentioned before, actually you can right now it's very windy here, but today's weather is very sunny. So you can imagine like in the summertime, especially when the typhoon here,
Yes.
you know, Guangdong is always like one of the most city area like to have the
Every year in Guangdong province, at least 5 strong typhoons. Yes, so during design we have to consider those situations.
wow. So you have to think a lot of situations to like conquer the difficulties.
Yes.
So right now we are standing at the bottom of this West Tower.
Yes.
As we mentioned, it has like
270 meters.
I heard it's like 90-story buildings, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's totally like a skyscraper here.
Yes. Why do we choose this kind of tower? Because we have to consider the shipping industry, because this is most busiest shipping river. Yes, every day over about 4,500 shipping passing every day.
Wow. Yeah, the Pearl River Delta is one of the biggest shipping area, sea area here in China. So as you mentioned, like there are like 4,000 vessels or cargo ship here.
4,500 shipping passing, ship passing.
And actually, this bridge is designed for like a straddled, like 7 waterways here, right? To allow like for these ships to crossing. Like we can now seeing that there's a ship here, a ferry is crossing here.
The clearance for this ship is about 76.5 meters. Why we choose this is highest navigation clearance? Because we have to consider the shipping industry for the future.
Wow. Because there are like some very big ships, like cargo ships or ferries. So the height of that ship is very tall. So you have to consider all kinds of like a situation.
Yes. We have to call this kind. After 50 years, what kind of ship we will have? So this is a challenge for our engineers to decide the navigation clearance.
So right now we are going to get to the top of this tower to have a vivid and more like
from the top of tower you can see more of our link.
Okay.
You can see the West Island, East Island, and the tunnel.
Oh, great. So now we are in the elevators to get to the top of the tower. So guess we already know the tower is about almost 270 meters tall. So guess how long it takes to get from the bottom to the top. We will review the answer after we've been there. it takes 7 minutes to get on the top of the West Tower, which is now here. Take a look. Wow, and it's a really beautiful view.
Yeah, today weather is very good, very good. Now from here you can see the my island.
Wow, yeah.
Look at that is the Zhongshan Bridge.
Yeah, we just came from here, from
yes,
there.
Yeah.
And that one, this area, the blue area,
Uh-huh.
is what you just call concrete, right?
You mean that structure?
Yeah.
Anchorage.
Anchorage.
Yes, anchorage. It's called anchorage.
And you can see some strings actually connecting between these two.
Yes, this is called guiding loop. 2 weeks ago, we just finished this guiding loop. This guiding loop is very important because this loop will help us to build the temporary catwalk. Our engineers will use that temporary catwalk to build a permanent suspension cable.
Wow.
After that, we maybe next year we will beginning to install main box girder.
Wow. So this loop will be the guiding loop
It's called a
for the
guiding
suspension cable.
Yeah.
So what we are now looking at?
From here we can find first is the East Tower, and then it's called this is the West Artificial Island.
Wow.
It's like a kite.
Okay.
It's a kite.
So we're now seeing is the one of the artificial island here in this project, which is the Chinese kite shaped.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really like a kite.
Yeah, from here you can see that East Island, East Artificial Island. There, look at.
Okay. So between these two islands, there are 6.8 kilometers tunnel, right?
Yes, it's about this is widest immersive tunnel in the world.
Wow.
Besides, we developed a new technology. For example, concrete steel composite structure. This is the first time in China we use this kind of structures. This is one of the highlights for our project.
So this undersea is the world's widest immersed tunnels, and I think there are like 8 lanes for for the traffic.
Yeah, there are 4 lanes for each direction.
Okay, 4 lanes for each directions. So actually, you mentioned before the Lingdingyang Bridge is the longest suspension bridge in the sea.
Yes.
So what's the distance between the West Tower, which we are now in, and the East Tower?
The 1,666 meters.
Wow.
The navigation clearance for this bridge is 76.5 meters.
Wow.
This is the highest navigation clearance in the world.
As you mentioned earlier, like this area is one of the biggest sea area in China, and we can see there are some ferries crossing
in the world.
in the world,
Not in China.
but also in the world.
Yes, in the world.
So some ferries, we are now seeing one of them, logistic ferries and cargo ships, even vessels passing by. So before you decided to build such a mega bridge in the sea, you have to consider a lot of things.
Yes. For example, we have to build a bridge above the business channel. We have to consider the navigation clearance. For example, we have to consider what kind of bridges in the future after 50 years. After we did lots of researches, finally our engineers make a decision. 76.5 meters is enough for future shipping industry.
Yeah. So we can maybe talk more about the two artificial islands. I heard that the artificial islands also set a world record for the construction.
Yes, after we using new technologies, we only spend 4.5 months completing this kind of island.
Construction.
Yes.
From the beginning to the end, only took like 4.5 months.
months.
Wow, that's
If
incredible.
we use a traditional method, maybe we need spend 2 years.
Wow, that's amazing. So, and we can see there's like, as you mentioned, the loop, the guiding loop connecting the East Tower and the West Tower here, right?
Yes.
And it was just be done like 2 weeks before.
Yes. Actually,
And then there will be like some span connecting this tower together.
yeah. After we built this kind of guiding loop, we will beginning to build. It's called catwalk.
Wow.
Catwalk.
So, doctor, one of the challenging things during the construction, I heard, is about the airport, right?
Yes. Because international Shenzhen International Airport, we have to consider the aviation limitation, because we have to limit aviation safety. So for east part, we use the tunnel scheme. This is why we use the tunnel for east side and the bridge for west side.
Okay, because the east side is pretty close to the Shenzhen International Airports, and you don't you can't build that high bridges here to like maybe impact the landing or takeoff of the flights.
Yes, you're right. Limitation is about 35 meters because of aviation safety.
I heard actually this project, the Shenzhen Link, actually it cooperates the latest technologies like in engineering and design. Any other highlights you like to share?
For Shenzhen Link, we have lots of highlights, but we think we just mentioned we have two important highlights. One is the concrete steel composite structure. Another highlight I think is application for intelligent equipment. We built several smart factory, for example, for steel box intelligent factory, for reinforced concrete factory, our tunnel element custom intelligent factory. Those intelligent factories help us improving construction quality, decreasing the costing, and saving our construction time.
Wow. So the smart technologies help, like you can see them from the beginning, the production of the every components of the project.
Yes.
Wow, that's really amazing.
Yes.
And so what's the completion time of this project?
I think after about 15 years, you will see this link will help improve the Guangdong province economy, especially for the core of the Pearl River area. Second, I think you will find this bridge will be very, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for this landmark. I think it will definitely become a landmark in the future.
Yes.
Once it completed. So it's in 2024?
Yes, 2024. You will see.
Okay, we'll see you at that time. Maybe we will like come together again to see what it look like.
Okay.
And thank you for your time, Dr. Liu.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching, and see you next time.